Okay, so we're live, and I want my pillow, even though I probably don't want this pillow because goodness knows what's infected it in a place like this. Because we're in the dingiest of motels, and for once we don't have to rush, like spew out our words to get it done before going to bed. Because we arrived at 4. It's now 5. Had a leisurely shower, stretched, done some Instagram stuff, done some warm shower stuff, and we've got loads of time. We're going to head over to Subway for a nice soft drink and Lucifer with Wi-Fi that actually works, unlike the Wi-Fi here, which is dreadful. But we, for once, don't have anything to say. Nothing happened today, which is brilliant. Like almost the perfect day. Yeah. If it wasn't for a couple of headwinds here and there. But it was perfect weather, perfect conditions, flat as a pancake. And so yeah. But a couple of things, as always, I want to say that we didn't mention from before were the geeslings, or whatever.
Ducklings, I think. Yeah.
Ducklings.
Yeah.
They're not called ducklings. Ducklings are the babies of ducks.
I don't think they're called geeslings.
I don't think they're called geeslings, but they're not.
Yeah, okay.
And they might well be ducklings. But and so we were going along, and I had the GoPro recording because I wanted to record this really cool bridge. I know that's how boring that day was. That I wanted to record a cool bridge. But I missed it, and then I was like, oh no. And then we went through, and there were like a swarm of geese. Like a huge amount, like some just laying on the road and just chilling out there, and we were a little bit scared because like coming from England and with swans, you hear all these stories about like swans breaking people's arms and like whatever and all that strange stuff, and you don't really know whether they're true or not. So we went by and we were like really cautious, a little bit like wary, and especially because some of them had goslings. There you go. They're little baby goslings, and they were quite grown up. They grew up quite fast, considering the ones that we saw in.
They weren't the same.
No, but assuming they're born around the same time in spring. Anyway, and so they were very protective, and they kind of bobbed their heads up and down and hissed at us. And GoPro visits coming soon. Promise. But we're getting an early night tonight because tomorrow we've only got 107 miles or something like that. We're on the far side of Lima. We've got 90. We've got 90 miles. Yeah, because we're so far on this side of Lima, which is super. Also, I wanted to say, I remember before now, I was thinking I cannot wait to get out here and just every day the toughest, like all we have to do is cycle for like 10 hours a day, and that's like all we have to do every day, and it'll be brilliant. But like coming out here, it's been so like we've had so many challenges. It's been really intense and really hard work. And as we've told you over the course of the vlogs, like especially those first 2 weeks, absolutely everything was thrown at us. And it makes me think, no matter what you're doing, kind of psychologically, there are always those parts of your day which are like the toughest. Like I think it's so proportional. Like you build it up in your brain, whatever you're doing, like things that might seem huge to one person seem really small to you just because of the proportion of the day, and you still get relatively equally stressed. Like I'm sure there are varying levels of stress depending on what you're doing, but was kind of interesting to think about. And but the days become way easier to start. Like starting out today felt easy. Like having 110
Today
miles
was
ahead
actually
of
the
us.
first day of the whole trip where I didn't wake up, you know, at 6:30 or just before 6.
Yeah.
And I woke up and it was 5 to 7 or shit.
But literally. So we'll pick you up where we left off, which was yesterday with the chips, which James demolished at Tanya's house, who'd just gone off to get the gas. And she cooked us up some amazing ribs, which were like tender because they were slow cooked, then crispy on the outside. And they were delicious, covered in barbecue sauce. I had a hot dog as well, and the croissants, and it was just a brilliant spread, and Tanya was lovely, and so we had a really lovely evening. Got to bed like for kind of 10:30. Good night's sleep, lovely bed. I had that awesome shower with the 2 shower heads coming at you, which was amazing, and woke up to again delicious breakfast, scrambled eggs, bacon, and those kind of cinnamon swirls, which I ate like a whole platter of, which he was shocked at. And then we cycled out, and we first stop was the bike shop, who very kindly opened up early for us. just to let us in to buy some shoes, which was amazing of them. And yeah, so we got James got 3, I got 4, because we like, as yesterday taught us, like we can get through 3 in one day, which is crazy. So we got 7 between us, so should have that safety barrier. Even though hopefully between now and DC we've only got a few days left, so they'll probably end up just being spares in the garage for the time we get home. But yeah, so stocked up, left there at about 8:30, probably, possibly slightly later. Oh, you got a bottle cage, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's about 32 left.
Yeah, because James's thing was broken, probably mishandled in the, which is kind of frustrating. At the place in Chicago where we got the bikes redone for so much money, $270 each, to get those cassettes and chains done. And I just showed you, they were already kind of wearing away, but not wearing away, but getting dirty. They get dirty so quickly. And yeah, so we pedalled off, went past Fort Wayne. So we smashed out the first 40 miles or so, got to a gas station, refilled water, used the restroom, and and the woman didn't understand water, so I had to say it in my worst American accent, which somehow she understood better than water. But anyway, we carried on and again smashed out another 45 miles to...
No, 35.
No, it was 40, remember? Because you said 35, and then it was more than.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because we'd done 35.
No, it wasn't. Because we did 105 in total today.
We did 105?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool, because we did 30 on the way from there to here. 30 was 40.
We did 40 to start with, and it's 35.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, cool. So 35, and like those longer stints now it's so good, because before it was really tiring, especially coming off those 300 miles in 2 days. We never had any time to recover. So every single day we got up, it was like a real slog to get out the door. There was always that previous like muscles in your legs that hadn't quite recovered yet. But now, having had that recovery day, even with that 140 mile day, we have that base layer of fitness, which means we can do those longer stretches, especially on the flat roads. It was just such plain sailing along Highway 30 into somewhere Ohio. Oh yeah, we crossed into Ohio, which we didn't even realise we were crossing into today. It's on the Instagram story. I can't remember the name of the place we stopped at. Yeah.
Von something or other.
Oh, Von Mertz or Van Mert or something. Von Wert. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, and it was Ohio, which we suddenly saw the sign. We were like, "What's going on?" And we almost passed it before we could get a picture of it. That was kind of exciting, and it's weird. Like some states don't like tax on their. Anyway, they didn't tax on their McDonald's, which was quite cool. And I overate a huge amount, so I had 9 burgers and 3 cookies just sitting in my stomach. And for once, I was like, "Whoa, I've overdone it this time." And I worked out it's almost 4,000 calories, which is obscene. And yeah, we kind of had a fairly quick lunch, half an hour. So again, pretty eager to get on. Might as well get in early, and pedalled on into wherever we are now, which is Lima. And it was just flat. It was pretty much like wind was very light. There was one stage where the headwind was a bit of a bit intense, and crosswinds, a couple of tailwinds. So very, very standard day. And we came into Lima, and what were they saying about the Amish community? Was that just in Ohio generally?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we passed a shop which was for Amish, just selling Amish furniture, which is quite cool because they're like completely self-subsistent. I think that's the word. And then this whole like don't use any electricity and all the rest of it community. And we also passed a sign which said, it said, it was kind of weird. I don't know what the law is in Ohio. I don't know if it was protesting the death penalty, or whether there was some kind of debate about the death penalty in Ohio, because we passed a sign which was kind of eerie because it said high crime rates don't start in you don't start to slow down at high crime rates with the electric chair. It starts in the high chair or something like that, which was kind of like the high chair, like a baby chair type thing, which was kind of deep, and it was misspelt on a big board as an advertising thing. And I saw the first pro-abortion sign today as well that I've ever seen. We have seen tons and tons and tons of anti-abortion signs and fathers love matter, mothers love matter, life is precious, all the rest of it, Mother Teresa quotes. And today I saw a sign which was rubbish. It wasn't like it was just for this random clinic, but it was just about, oh, pregnant, question mark, know your choices, and then call up this clinic and whatever. So yeah, entering a whole new territory of AI. And I think that's all. Oh, apart from the fact that I feel like now in Chicago it didn't feel like we were. Someone was saying to me, messaging me, and they were saying you've got less than half of what you've already done left to go, and it didn't feel like that at all because we still had 900 miles, which is just unfathomable. But now you were saying this time next week you're going to be home. Yeah. Well, we've got 6 days of cycling.
Yeah.
And then the day after, James is going to be going home. So this time.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and now it's starting to feel really, really real. We're like, I've swiped straight to the bottom of my list on Google Documents to check out the mileage per day, and it's starting to feel really, really like we've got nothing left. We're over the biggest day. We've only got a couple of 110 miles.
We've got
90
something tomorrow, 107.
Yeah.
77, which is nothing.
Yeah.
115, 111, and 63.
Which is, so we've got very, very small mileage days. I think it's quite flat. I think
people keep saying about mountains around.
They keep saying the Appalachian mountain ranges. But we're feeling really good. We're feeling really fit, and like for once, which is incredible. Again, like done this 110 miles and got in for 4 o'clock. Having set off at 8, so that's an 8-hour day.
8:30 really.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so we're in a good place finally, and don't have much to report at all. Apart from thank you so much to Tanya and the bike shop in wherever we were yesterday. This is awful. My memory's failing me. That's the one thing that's got bad, this trip, the memory. But yeah, I think that's all there is to it. We're gonna go and chill out. We've got this vlog over and done with. As much as we love it, and we'll see you tomorrow when we'll be in Columbus. And we don't have a place to stay as of yet, but please, if anyone is watching this and knows anyone in Columbus, we'd really appreciate a warm shout, because goodness knows this motel is really, really dodgy.